Hello everybody, hi. Today I am 18 days postpartum and Vylah is 18 days old today. Can you say hello? Honey, she just ate. She got a little sponge bath, she got a hairbrush, and so she is looking good, honey. You want to say hey to the people? And her eyes are open. Say hello. Hi everybody. Wait. Say hello. Say mommy brushed my hair. She fed me. Washed me down. And I feel good. You see her little hair? I love her hair. I don't know which way it's going, child, so I just brush it back. So I'll let y'all put y'all in the front because, ooh, she doodling. She boo-booing. Oh my goodness. Hey y'all. So welcome to Vylah and I's 2-week postpartum, 18-day postpartum video. I'm going to start by giving you, telling you guys a little bit about Vylah, and I'll tell you about what's going on with me. Now first, Vylah was released. She was discharged last week from the NICU with her sleep apnea machine, and she had her first newborn well visit at the pediatrician, and she's doing really well. She was born at 6 pounds 10 ounces. She is now 6 pounds 14 ounces. I'm sure she weighs a lot more than that now. And as you can see, she's very alert, and she has the hiccups. So she's doing really, really well. I have to go to see the pediatric cardiologist for a little heart murmur, just so you know, watch that. And she has to see the lung specialist as well. And tomorrow she's going to the pediatrician so they can check her growth. But other than that, she's doing really well. Vylah is very, very demanding, as all newborns are. She wants what she wants when she wants it, and if you take long, she gonna scream and holler and cuss you out. And that's just how newborns are. And I wasn't prepared for the screaming. And I mean, she's, when you see babies, you be like, oh my God, they're so beautiful, they're so cute. But hunty, if you take 1 minute too long on that bottle, honey, you gonna get it. Right? Say, mommy, I don't play that with my milk, honey. You got to get it together, honey, I'm sleep deprived. I'm still learning how to do things, and so a lot of times I'm not as quick on my feet as I would like to be. And so I don't like to hear her holler and scream, because I just don't like to hear her holler and scream. And so I'm getting used to it. It's a challenge. I ain't gonna lie to you. I try to make these videos as real and as honest as I possibly can, because I don't want to give false information out there about my experience, And so, yeah, she's extremely demanding. And she want what she want when she want it, and she don't want to hear your problems. You feel me? She don't want to hear your problems. She don't care about your problems. She want her bottle and she want it now. So sleeping is like interesting, because I'm not on any like particular schedule right now. I have just started putting her in her crib when I'm in her room on the computer. I started putting her in her crib, which she's doing very, very well. I was actually surprised. The crib is so big and she's so little, and she's been sleeping in her bassinet. And so during the day when I'm on the computer, I put her in her crib and I swaddle her. That's one thing that's like a guaranteed go to sleep. When she's swaddled real tight, honey, she goes right to sleep. She know what time it is, because in the NICU, she was on a very rigorous, strict schedule of every 3 hours. They take her temperature, diaper her, feed her, change her, and they swaddle those babies tight and put their pacifier in their mouth, and they go to sleep. And so I was trying to keep that same schedule up, but every 3 hours was not working for Vylah, because Vylah likes to eat. She likes to eat. And so she's been eating like every 2 hours, sometimes more than that. And I feed her on demand because, you know, that's what she wants. And so I feed her, you know, on demand when she wants it, because she's the boss. She's the boss right now. And so it's been a challenge. It's been hard trying to keep up. And with her sleeping, I know I said a lot of things that I would never do, and one of those was co-sleep. But right now, it's like a lot of times the only way that I'll get a full few hours straight of sleep is if I just wrap her little booty up and stick her up right up under my boob in the bed, and she goes right to sleep, and she don't wake up hungry, diaper need changing, no nothing. She just likes human touch. She just likes to be up under somebody. And I get it, because when she was in the NICU, they only touched them every 3 hours. And so if they weren't getting diapered, fed, and changed, they were in their bassinet just all alone. And so when she came home, she was just like, I'm home, honey. Y'all got love on me. And so that's what I've been doing, because she's a brand new baby, and she's been through so much being in the NICU and, you know, being, you know, where she was at. So I try to, you know, spoil a little bit. You know, ain't nothing wrong with it. You can't really spoil babies. You just got to give them love, and that's what I'm doing. But it's been very difficult trying to keep up with, you know, and I'm not putting her on any kind of schedule. I just have my routine, like get up in the morning, you know, wash her, bathe her, feed her. Well, I first get myself together first. You know, I get ready for the day, and then I take care of her. And so that's pretty much it when it comes to Vylah. Me, I've been having a tough time, and that's why I haven't been like on, you know, making videos and stuff, because while Vylah was in the NICU, I just was like an emotional wreck. Every time I would leave the hospital or leave her, say goodbye, I would cry every single day, just boo-hoo cry. When you see a baby, you know, hooked up to all those machines, and, you know, and then what certain things that the nurses were doing, certain things kind of like pissed me off. Like while Vylah was in the NICU, she got diaper rash, and it kind of pissed me off, because I'm just like, you know, you can't. I check her diaper like every few minutes, because there's always something in there. It never fails. She always has some mess in her diaper. Always pee-pee, always poo-poo. And so for them to only change her diaper every 3 hours, she got diaper rash, and she's brand new, you know. And so that pissed me off, and I was so, and every time I would look at her hiney and her tushy all red and messed up, I would just break down and boo-hoo cry, because I'm just like, I want to get my baby up out of here, because I could take care of her better. I changed her diaper like so much, because when we got home, it's like when people started to see her and visit her, we were just getting diapers, we were just getting gifts out of the wazoo, because people looked at her and they're like, oh, she's so beautiful, and they would just come and they would just buy her Pampers or buy her an outfit or something. So people have been very, very generous to us, like our neighbors and stuff. So anyway, you know, that was one thing that I did not like, you know, and I just couldn't wait to get her home, because I would just literally just break down and cry when I would change her diaper and see her rash, and I'm just like, I want to get her the hell up out of here. So anyway, to me, I've been having the baby blues, the mommy blues, like crying a lot, because it's like, when we first got home, I wanted help, you know, but I just didn't understand that sometimes you do need a little bit of time to yourself, and sometimes too much help is a little too much, and sometimes people just completely overwhelm you, and I was literally very, very overwhelmed, you know, because I had this brand new baby. I thought I knew what I was doing, and I really don't know jack about nothing. Don't know. I'm trying to learn her, she's trying to learn me, and then you have people in your ear telling you to do this and do that, and then people trying to, you know, get you out of the house so that they can keep. I mean, not to say that was a bad thing, but you know, my baby was only it's not even a month old yet. I'm not ready to leave her with anybody yet. And so folks' feelings getting hurt, they have attitude because they want me to leave Vylah with them, and she's still on the sleep apnea machine. And you know, we had a little bit of a scare because I had a family member. We had family members over Sunday, and I allowed one person to feed her, and he was feeding her incorrectly, and and so she started choking, and that never happened, never ever happened since we've been home. It never happened. And so her eyes like rolled in the back of her head, and she just like flailed her arms, and she just was like stiff. And of course I freaked out, and I just went completely I was hysterical, and I was just like, you know, nobody's babysitting Vylah right now, so don't ask. You know, I'm sorry, but no, nobody's babysitting her, because I have to make sure that she's well taken care of, and what her father and I are doing is just fine. And we haven't had any problems since she's been home. This person fed her one time, and she choked, you know, and I was like, I'm not going to leave her with anybody, because if something happened to my baby while she's in your care, it's nothing that you could tell me. It's no amount of sorry, I didn't mean to, or it wasn't my fault. It's nothing that you could tell me. I will completely lose my mind. And so, you know, some folks are kind of pissed off at me, but I really don't care. And so, for the past few days, I've been very like weepy, and just fed up with folks, you know, because I was I felt like I was very generous and accommodating by allowing a lot of people to visit after she came home, and it just got a little bit too much. You know, it just became a little bit too much for me, you know, with all the visitors and stuff. And, you know, my husband was pretty much like doing his own thing. Not doing his own thing, but he was like sleeping at night. He wasn't getting up helping me. And so I was like really resentful from him. And so I would just cry because I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know how to fix it. You know, I was sleep deprived. She was sleep deprived, and I would just sit and just cry. And so I talked to him, and he agreed to help me more at night. So things are getting a lot better, because he would hear her cry and he would just turn over, and I'm just like, who does that, you know? And so he's helping me a lot more with her, but I have been going through the mommy blues a lot, you know, just feeling a lot of pressure. You know, I want to get away. I want to take her and just go away and lay on the beach somewhere and just be free. I just want to get away from all of this stuff. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Get away from people, get away from just everything, and just enjoy her. And it's been very difficult because I haven't really been home, because I've had to take her from one doctor's appointment, from one appointment to the next. And so I'm supposed to be at home recuperating. I'm in pain. My stitches haven't completely healed yet. And we've been in and out of the house, you know, all week long. And I've just been so like irritated. Like, I don't have any help. You know, I got my baby in this hot sun. It's very hot here in Florida. And yeah, man, I've just been going through it. So y'all pray for me. Please pray for me that I start getting the hang of everything. But I am. And I don't like to make videos where I'm, you know, crying and stuff like that. Oh no, you don't, booby-loo. Oh no, ma'am, you're not gonna cry. No, you're not gonna cry. No, you're not gonna cry. Say, mommy, I want more food, mommy. And I want it now. She's she roots like really hard, and then, you know, she tunes up. I call it tuning up. And so I start talking to her the way that I think that she would talk to me. Oh, no, you don't, Mommy. You better make my milk, Mommy. So, yeah, so that's pretty much, I mean, I know I said that I thought that I would never have sex again. And it's like, since I've been healing a lot, I've been having those feelings. And I am going to make a video about sex, postpartum, like after pregnancy, you know, getting back into the groove of things, making love with your husband and stuff like that. Because I feel like I'm ready, but physically I'm not ready, you know, but I'm getting those feelings. I'm getting those feelings, and these are things that you do need to, you know, talk about, and you need to talk about and be ready for, because I was just like, man, I'm never going to have sex again. And it's like, now that I'm 2 weeks, 18 days in, and I'm almost completely healed. I mean, I'm still bleeding, and so I'm still wearing, you know, pads and stuff, but it's like my vagina is now awake. And so whenever I see my husband, I'll be like, oh man, I want something. And so I can't really do anything now because I still feel pain down there. And so I'm definitely going to wait the 6 weeks, because I'm not in any rush, but you know, I am, yeah, wishing that, you know, I could do something. But I'm going to wait, and then I'll let y'all know how it was, and, you know, how to take care of yourself, because we want to be responsible, and we don't want to have any more babies. We don't want to have any babies back to back, because I need to heal. My body needs to heal. My body has been through so much. And I weighed myself when I was at my last doctor's visit, when I was pregnant with her at 36 weeks or 35 weeks, whenever. I was 269, and now I am 232. And so I'm just waiting for my 6 weeks to come up so that I can start power walking and jogging. You know, I'm going to build up to jogging, because I want to take family portraits in January. And I want to look nice. And so if I can get the hell out of the 200s, that'll work. And with me being 232, you know, I'm like a sneeze away from getting out. So once I'm able to start working out, then, you know, I'll be working towards, you know, getting as far away from the 200s as possible. But in the meantime, it's not a big priority for me right now. I'm just trying to heal, because that's like the biggest thing. Like, you can't really do a whole lot right now, because your body, if you had a vaginal birth or a cesarean, you need to heal. And it's only been 2 weeks. And so I really need to just take a chill pill and just heal. And so my husband said that we can go to church on Sunday. I really miss church. And so we're going to go to church Sunday, because they have a private family room where you can, you know, you don't have to be around anybody, and nobody, you know, you can enjoy the service in comfort, and your baby can eat, cry, whatever, and they won't disturb anybody. So I'm really looking forward to actually going to church Sunday. And yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as our, you know, let me tell you something, those baby blues are, it's just like you just get so frustrated with life. Not necessarily people, because people are people, they're going to get on your nerves, but you just feel so helpless and hopeless. And I encourage you, if you feel that way, please find somebody to talk to. I have a really, really good friend of mine that just showed up at my house, and she was just like, Shantika, I'll sit here on the bed where you can see me, and I'll hold Vylah. She changed her, you know, she just took care of Vylah, and she sat there on the bed, and she just rocked Vylah, and she just said, just Mommy, just close your eyes and go to sleep. And sometimes that's what you need. You don't need nobody coming in there telling you what to do, how to do it, and just being a nuisance. You just want somebody to say, you know what, just to give you peace of mind, I'll hold your baby for you. You just go lay down and close your eyes. And that's what she did for me, and I will forever be grateful to her for that, because I just needed that, a break. Because when she first came home, I was so overwhelmed, and I am overwhelmed right now, because I'm just still trying to learn her. She's trying to learn me. It's only been a couple of weeks. She's only been home for a week, and you know, it's a. I'm just learning. I'm just learning how to do this all over again. I'm waiting on Comcast to come and fix the cable, or I would have been asleep by now. But yeah, just it's an experience, and I'm trying to cope with it. And so it's important to have a good support system where you have people that are not going to judge you, who know exactly what you're going through, and they can offer you a word of encouragement or just some support, you know, because that's what you need as a new mother. You really do need support. And so other than that, you know, I mean, I'm in love with my little baby daughter. I can't believe I have a baby. I can't believe after 2 years of TTCing and the crying and the disappointments and all the things that I went through, then with the difficult pregnancy, being sick the whole 9 months, and just going through an array of a whole bunch of different difficulties, I finally have this little one here, and I am so grateful to have her. Her father and I are so grateful. You know, we really want to expand our family in a year, so she will get a sibling, because I'm 32. I don't have the luxury of waiting 5 or 6 years in between children, and I'm not going to, because who knows how my subsequent pregnancies will be. So I just want to have these kids and get it. We want 2 more. And so we're trying very hard to family plan, you know, as far as birth control, what we're going to do, because I'm not going to go on any type of birth control right now, because I don't want anything in my system that's going to hinder us getting pregnant in the future. So we've discussed using condoms. We've discussed the pull-out method and using spermicide and KY jelly, you know, and so I'm going to look up a lot of different natural remedies of, you know, birth control just for the year until she turns 1 year old, and then we're going to try for our second child. And so my experience has not traumatized me at all. It's just something I feel like if it's worth having, it's worth going through. And then once you've healed up, because I'm not going to lie, the healing is tough. The healing is really, really tough. And so with those stitches, but it's like as the weeks progress and the weeks go by, it's like, you know, I start to feel sensation down there, and I'm just like, okay, cool, you know. So my vagina will be the same. Yeah. My vagina will be the same. So I'm looking forward to making a video just based on, you know, love making after baby, and you know, what we're doing for birth control. And I'll definitely keep you guys updated. You know, if I got pregnant again right away, we would just roll with it. You know what I'm saying? We would just roll with it. But we're not planning on it right now. But things happen. My brother and I are 13 months apart. My mother didn't plan to get pregnant so soon after my brother, so, you know. But you just feel a certain type of way because you're so emotional. You're just so, you know, you just need that. I mean, my husband, I don't want to be too graphic. I don't want to tell too much of my personal business, but, you know, you just look at your husband very, very differently after you give birth. And, you know, with me going through what I'm going through, I just want to be, you know, I want to make out with the man and be up under him 24/7. So, yeah. But if you have any questions, comments, or advice on how to cope being a new mother, and how to just, I mean, I'm not trying to get on any kind of schedule. The baby's only 18 days old. I'm just trying to roll with the punches and make sure she's taken care of and get all of her, make sure she eats and, you know, she bathes and she's taken care of. I'm not really interested in putting her on a schedule. You know, we do co-sleep right now because that's the only way that I can get any type of sleep. If we don't co-sleep, she will be literally up all night long screaming. And so when she's up under me sleeping in the bed, I don't have no problems out her. I put her right up under my boob, just like that. I put her right up under my boob, and honey, homegirl just goes straight to sleep. You see what she do? She just goes straight to sleep, and I lay in the bed just like that, and put her right up under my boob, and that's a wrap. I can sleep for 4 or 5 hours straight. And when you're a new mother, those hours are crucial. You need it. You really do need it. Right, Boobaloo? Right, Boobaloo? See, that's what you like. You like to be up under people, up under boobs. That's your pillar. So yeah, any advice, because I know some of you have already had babies in the last few weeks, so any advice, for those who have more than one child, let me know how you guys cope with the baby blues, and how you cope with having a new baby, and just trying to function through all of the different appointments and different things that you have to go through, you still have to do throughout the day. And it's hard because people, they make you feel so damn guilty because, honey, I had to go grocery shopping because my husband's at work. I don't have any food in my house, and there's just certain things that husbands just don't do. I'm a housewife, and I don't have a maid, I don't have a butler, I don't have nobody I don't want to leave her with anyone. And so, I took her to the grocery store, and, people were like, oh my God, how old is this baby? How old is she? And I'm just like, oh, she's 2 weeks. Like, oh, you got that baby out so early? I said, well, my husband and I have to eat. We have to have groceries in the house. Ooh, you got a big doo-doo, honey. I feel the warmth. I felt bad taking her out, but I needed groceries in the house. Didn't have anything. And then she's on this special formula called Progestamil. And I had to go. The only place that they sold it was at Publix. I went everywhere. I'm not breastfeeding. I don't have any milk anymore. My milk is MIA. I don't know what happened to it. And so she's completely, and she's 100% formula fed. And it's just easier, because it's just easier, because I was so stressed out with the whole breastfeeding thing, worried about my milk. And but she is 100% formula fed, and she's good. So I'm gonna let y'all go because I have to change her pamper because she doo-doo. You doo-doo, boo-boo. You doo-doo. Say yes, mommy. I have a surprise in my pants for you. So she went to the bathroom. And so I have to change her, and I'm going to swaddle her and put her in her bed, and I'm going to wait for Comcast to come and fix my damn cable. And that's about it. So if you have any advice for me, I would really appreciate it. One thing I am not is I'm not too proud, to ask for help. And I've been having a tough time. That's why, I haven't been making, videos like that, because I've been so sad, like so sad. I was emotional before while I was pregnant and everything, but it's like after I had the baby, just sadness. I just cried because I'm overwhelmed, and my husband's not helping like I feel like he should help, and he's doing better now since we've had a conversation about it. He's doing a lot better. He takes out the trash without me asking. He cleans her diaper genie without me asking now, and he wakes up, he say, oh, we're a team, honey, let's do this together, and so I'm grateful that he was receptive to, what I was going through. So I'm going to go because I don't want her to start crying because her diaper is messed up. I know it, boo-boo. I know it. Tell the people, say bye-bye. She's rooting, you see? She want another bottle. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Mommy's going to feed me and change my pants and swaddle me, and I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to go to sleep. Say bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. All right, y'all. I will talk to you guys next week for my 3-week update on little Miss Vylah and Mike. And then, you know, of course, I'll do that video, love making after baby, and what we did, and not what we did, you know, like how, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Bye, y'all. Bye. Just bye. Y'all know. Bye.